What is going on, everybody? Back on it. One Piece episode 411. Apologize again for Tuesday's audio. Um, Hopefully this is better, and by the time this gets to YouTube, I'll let them know as well. Hopefully the mic and everything is crispy, clean, and ready to go here because we're getting there's a lot of movement going on right now. We got introduced to another warlord. Plot point moving forward, story-wise, of the government is essentially calling all warlords to assemble, like, hey, war could break out here, you guys have got to be here. Or if Blackbeard shows up to try, they're saying, Whitebeard is going to attempt to free Ace to keep him from being executed, and if he shows up, we need all hands on deck. I just can't fathom the power scaling that we're talking about here, right? I guess I am still underestimating Whitebeard, but like, we've seen Kizaru, right? We've seen Okaji. There's another admiral that we haven't, seen or know the abilities of. They have the Fleet Admiral, or Son Goku, whatever we're calling him. I'm sure you've got other talented Marines that have like very specific Devil's Fruits that are like really good. You have others like Garp that could easily be an admiral, but he doesn't want. So like they have people in their ranks. So to me, I can't fathom that they think that like what I just listed is not enough to deal with like Whitebeard and what Whitebeard commands. That they need to call on all warlords to then add on top of the admirals and the vice admirals that they have, on top of the fleet admiral that they have, on top of all the grunts and just military force that they have. Is it like, are they really? And then it could just be another thing, like they just want to like flex all the power that they have. They just want to deter Whitebeard from doing anything at all. So it's like admirals here, vice admirals here, warlords here. It's like you're signing your own death ticket if you think you're just going to walk up in here with all of this that we have. But I just can't imagine. And I've had people explain to me, these four emperors or these dons or whatever you want to call the four, like essentially king pirates that are out there. Shanks, Whitebeard, I don't think we know the names of the other two. Like, it's not just that their crews are big, they control territories, areas that they could have entire countries, like, send people to war for them. Like, they control territory areas and all this stuff. But even with that, I just can't fathom that, like, does the world government want to call the warlords in because they are needed? They are concerned about the power that Whitebeard and his crew possesses, that just their own military might is not going to be enough? It's just like, well, we have the warlords, we might as well call them here. So it's just crazy to me that we've seen what Kizaru could do, and we've seen what Okaji could do. Granted, Kizaru and Okaji are literally just like grown up slapping kids in the face because the people that we've seen them go up against possess no skill besides Rayleigh. It's just like, wow, we need all that for Whitebeard, huh? So we've got that whole thing going on. She says she's not going to show up, and I was asking these questions of like, yeah, they're in the calm belt, and there's a lot of sea monsters and sea kings and whatever you want to call. So like, it would take a lot for men or anybody to really want to show up and go here. But there could be some like just men out there that could rival some of the stronger people that we've seen, but don't have ambitions of like ruling, or they just are out here to fuck shit up. I want women, I want this, I want that. Would have no problem just rolling up to this island, cutting down a couple sea monsters, and just kind of like pillaging the village, But for her title of warlord, the agreement is that they leave the island alone. Now, what would they do to the island? I guess if they really want, it's not like they do anything to the island, but it's like, hey, her island is like protected, off limits. But like, what is it protected from? Are you saying that like people in the military want to visit this island and take advantage of the women and do these things? It's like, okay, we lose the protection, but like, what are they protecting us from? I guess is the question. Are you saying that people of Whitebeard's caliber and other people within the Marines have wanted to show up and take advantage of the women on the island, and they're kind of like stopping that? Because if she just loses her warlord title and like loses the protection, it's like, okay, But like, what are you protecting us from, I guess is the question. So we've got all that going on. We saw that they're able to induce weapons with Haki, which is a whole nother thing. Because I don't think it depends like what show you're watching. I think with like a chakra or a ki, we've never seen like chakra induced weapons. You could like extend weapons with like your chakra and things like that, but we've never saw like you can imbue, like how Jujutsu Kaisen does, like you can put cursed energy into tools, boosting the effectiveness of the tools. They're over here shooting arrows that are just dripped in essentially the power system of this world. So we got a lot going on top of the crew being separated. So my guess is Luffy and Boa Hancock end up teaming up or not hating each other and going to this execution together. That's my guess. I don't know. We've been rambling for 6 minutes. Let's get into it. So I'm hoping that the mic is working over that 6-minute discussion because we're getting a lot of stuff going here the last couple episodes. And she's got some like Sailor Moon, Ribrianne pose for the camera ability that, like, of course, makes men like in trend. Now I'm assuming it could work on anybody. There's probably just not that many women that she fights. But it would be an interesting situation because you know how like Enru is essentially dotting 99% of the people. Well, of course, you know we're going to meet more people that Enru probably doesn't. Enru wasn't around when we got introduced to Haki, but let's say that he was. He has everything that every character in this story has going for him. Devil's Fruit, fighting ability, and Haki. You know, he has it. You know, and it just happens to be like Luffy is a 1 of 1 that like just cancels out that ability. I'm curious here, the same way they did with Usopp, where he's always negative. So the negative from Perona doesn't work on him. I'm curious if her ability works on men. I mean, works on women. But the thing is, like, she never runs into women to fight, so it always works. Until she runs into actual women, pirates, or other women that she has to fight, and then it doesn't work, you know? I was about to say, are those men? They're just giant gorillas. She's lying. Has anything happened? There's a man on the loose. There's a loose man with family jewels running around. Oh, that's everything that she took off their boat. Wow. Should you alert everybody, like, what's going on? Like, the Marines are looking for us, by the way. The Marines have called to action. Oh. Hello? I'm about to say, are we going to talk about this? Like, you have Marines stationed, like, docked, anchored just outside of our island. And you heard what he said. Like, you guys were there, too. Are we just not going to, like, address that? Or, like, what's up? Huh. And, like, are her and Nico Robin of relation? Or... I could tell this is one of the episodes where the art isn't very good. Because they had her drawn to perfection last episode. This episode, she's wonky nose, eyes aren't the same size. Happens. I'm glad they did that for her introduction, though. She's gonna destroy it. I was just about to say, we haven't seen any young girls. It's just all like Amazon warrior level. But here's the girls. I'm assuming she's just gonna like... Yeah, she's gonna destroy it. She's gonna destroy it. Yep. So is she just like a bitch 24/7 or what? Or is she just on edge because of what just happened? Or yeah, because your defense warriors are defending. Like, my defense warriors can't deal with a monkey? I guess he does look like a monkey if these are the reports. Yeah. Some great defense warriors you guys got going. You can't capture one man. He can't swim, by the way. Oh my god. Maybe maybe she's just on edge. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that, like, you know, she's on edge because of what happened out there. Oh, what's their relationship? Doesn't seem good. How did you get in? She not allowed? Do they not have a good relationship? Okay, clearly they don't have a good relationship, and clearly she knows what's up because she read the damn newspaper. Speak before they throw your ass out, it seems. I love her decal, by the way. Is that what's on her, is that her Jolly Roger? Is that what's on her flag, too? The Center Sea people, is that what they call them? Yeah, they have. Yes, they have. She attacked them. Is she scared? I can't tell anything about her right now. Oh, they're playing the serious music. Okay. But until... that lets them get through, yeah. But my thing is, like, what would they want to set... why would they want to set foot on the island anyway? Just to rule a territory, essentially? Enroll these women? Yeah, enroll these women, and... yeah, I guess. They're like, it protects us, but, like, protects you from what? Are they pieces of shit or what? That's right, 200% of the time. Okay. There's a lot of shit going on right now. And, like, is Boa actually... is she actually afraid? Huh? Bro, but you have to go. You have to go. 3 generations. So she just doesn't care. Because you're beautiful. Yeah. Excessive. Is that Chopper's voice actor that plays her little assistant? Ow. So either she's scared or she doesn't care, or a combination. So she was the one in charge 3 princesses ago. I don't believe anything she says. Because the question is like, okay, what does she care about? She's got to care about something. Whether it's like good or bad, there must be something she's interested in or something she cares about. Does she care about the people that she rules over? Does she care about the conditions of the girls and what happens to the island? Does she just care about being rich and in charge? Or does she care about her own life? Oh shit, there's her twin. There must be something she values. Does she have an agreement with a marine or a warlord on the side, or one of the 4, or Whitebeard that we don't know about? There could be a lot of things. Just need some more information. Oh, she landed on her feet. Nice. Nice. Because like I want to like Boa, but she hasn't really given us a reason to. She hasn't given us a reason to anything to like her yet. Maybe she'll come around. Ow. What do they all have? Do they all watch her bathe? Do they drop everything and watch her bathe? Oh, you can't even be on the premise. What? For their bath? What? The island was looking so much better, like, before she showed back up. Some real extreme, like, dictatorship we got going here. Okay. Yeah, what's happening here? What's happening? Is she nice at least? Eh? Are we gonna get to hear it as a viewer or what? This is serious, and they do this every time she's got to take a shower. Does she bathe herself, or do like what? Oh, does that come alive when she takes a shower, or what? Maybe they're just saving the animation budget. All 3 of them. Is that true? Or is she just like a piece of shit that doesn't want anybody in there? Because they don't want to hurt others. Well, that sounds a little bit better, other than, hey, the country must form a straight line while I take a bath. I mean, you're going to show us if she has eyes on her back, right? There's no way you say that story and don't, correct? Or are we just like, is it all made up? I don't know. They're really... No shot he somehow ends up there, right? And it all worked out. Eh? Oh, they're playing the joking music again. Well, now I really want to know if that's true, about the eyes on their back and everything. Okay, I'm kind of... It was giggle games and funny for a little bit. I'm kind of over the, like, Luffy being chased around by them, by the way. So, like, can we just capture him and have him meet Boa and... Or accidentally run into... Like, can we... Let's get this process going here. He's been running from them from, what, 3 episodes? And they're aware that I think they were aware that she was returning. I don't know if they're aware that she's made it back. If he ends up in that castle, all hell is gonna break loose. I like how they put the snake bites on him. Oh man, this is gonna be a mess. Yeah, he has no idea where he's going, even if he got his hands on a ship. He'd somehow just end up back here. You think they're really gonna do that? Shit. And since important people live in tall buildings, I'm telling you, him and Bo are gonna have some kind of something going on. For him to successfully get off this island. I like how he did his Tarzan thing. For him to successfully get off this island and actually to a place he wants to be and not just like taken as a prisoner somewhere. The two of them are gonna have some kind of understanding, agreement. Oh, that was the tower? I thought he just landed on a random building. Episode's gonna end, isn't it? Shit, it is gonna end. Damn it, I wanted to see this interaction. Clearly she heard that. There's no way she didn't. Ah. Does she have the eyes on her back? I wanted him to be like, Robin, so badly. Just pale Nico Robin. Eh? Okay, a lot of interesting flowing parts here. Yeah, so we didn't build on I guess the little bit of world building that we had last episode, talking about, you know, getting introduced to a new warlord, finding out the agreement, XYZ. I mean, clearly we knew that old woman was some kind of past iteration of ruler or whatever, so that was pretty clear and understandable. Yeah, I can't take anything Boa says on face value at the moment because I don't know what she truly means, what she says, what she has interest in, what does she want, what does she care about. I have absolutely no idea. At the moment, it just seems to be herself. What did she even make the comment of, like, even if the island gets destroyed, everybody will forgive me? So I don't know if this is, like, truly her personality straight up. If it's just an act she puts on. I have absolutely no idea. we've got her for what, an episode and a half. I'm gonna need a lot more to kind of get clarification on all of that. Yeah, that is an interesting question of like, you know, the old woman, and these are the questions that I had. You know, they're in the Calm Belt, so for the majority, for like 90% of the time, nobody's ever going to come up on their island anyway to get past the monsters. And then she's making the comments that, you know, the Marines and the government have been crafting some pretty serious ships that allows them to take down these sea monsters, and if they wanted to get over here, they could. And I'm like, protect them from what? She said it would just be like any other pirate nation, which I'm assuming would just kind of be like any other island. Like, if the military wanted to show up here and kind of occupy this island, they could, you know, or put somebody standing in charge of it, they could, or do whatever they want with it, you know. Not everybody is an Okaji or a Kizaru that seems to at least, or a Garp that seems to at least have their head on semi-straight. And it's not like corrupted by the power. Or maybe Kizaru is, I might need more of that. But they seem like decent enough men. Not everybody in the position of power will be that decent. So who knows what slave trade woman island that could turn into if they were just, if that agreement was taken off, you know? I'm also curious, because we saw how Blackbeard kind of got his, or how he got clearance with, you know, showing up with Ace. What's the warlord process, by the way? Like these, what do we have? 7, 8? I don't know how many we have. 7, I think. How did they originally get their positions? And who were the warlords before them? Very curious on like the selection committee process on that. But we'll see. We'll go ahead and leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,